You're listening to Heathers Do Vegas. Join your go-to duo for all things celebrity gossip, reality TV reviews, fashion tips, and of course, all the inside scoop on Sin City.
Is that going on your podcast?
Hello and welcome to Heathers Do Vegas. I'm Heather Ashley.
I'm Heather Nicole. Hi, Heather. You waiting for Santa to come?
I may be waiting a long time.
I always get nice stuff from Santa, so
Good for you. Nice. Well, this is a hot Heather's holiday episode.
yes, it's too hot for podcast TV, right?
Well, we're gonna find out, I guess. We're gonna push the limits. Our beloved listeners, get ready. Get ready, buckle up your Santa belt because the Heathers are on fire this holiday. I was super inspired by some things that I saw out there, and I just thought, we got to do this not only Heather style, but Vegas style.
Yeah, so Santa pants and just suspenders, right?
Ooh, I like it. Okay, we're on the same page. Okay, so let's kick it off with some holiday confessions. What do you got for me?
Oh my gosh, I don't actually. I can think right now. I think I caught myself off guard with the Santa pants. So you go first.
Okay, so I have two, but they're short. One is kind of like Christmas past, if you will. This is little Heather back in the day. So when I was younger, growing up, I have my younger sister, so I would always kind of like lead the charge in most situations. And so Christmas time, I couldn't wait, for the presents. So I always went to the tree and, after everyone was asleep, and I just unwrapped very carefully just enough so I could see what was in there.
Or like the seam?
And then, and then repackage it up. And I think I got away with it somewhat. I would definitely I know my mom knew to some degree because as we, got older, we laughed about it. But yeah, that is definitely something I did as a kid, which is awful. That's pretty awful.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
pretty
know.
bad. Like, I'm surprised, actually. I would say my confession is, I don't know if this is a confession, but other people probably do it, but I always put a Barbie at the top of my tree when I decorate instead of an angel.
I
And
think
she's
that's
always
awesome.
hard to tie on there because you know how Barbies are weighted weird?
Yeah.
Like her hair and head is what is kind of heavy. Then her legs like make her tip over. So I always have to twist tie her to the top.
Is she Christmas themed?
Sometimes. Sometimes she's wearing pink.
Is she naked?
No.
Oh.
But there's always that option.
Well,
It's still out there.
In keeping in theme.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. All right. Well, I came across something that I thought of you, and it's a Christmas gift for you, and then also kind of gave me some fun ideas, things for us to talk about today. So you can thank me later when I see you, but I found you, and this is some show and tell, so you have to go to our YouTube and see this, but I found you the perfect man advent calendar.
Oh, wow. What does he do?
So, well, what doesn't he do? So he's the perfect man, premium chocolate. It's 12 days to Christmas,
Yes.
advent calendar. And get this. So I not only got you one, but there's 3 versions of the perfect man. So I got you, he's solid milk chocolate, dark chocolate with cream filling, milk chocolate with cream filling.
I hope there's different shapes in there.
Ooh, well, we're gonna have to, and I did count down the days from today to Christmas, and we're a little over 12 days. But we could pop out the first one, and then on the back, you're gonna love this. there's a door hanger
Oh,
that you could pop out, and it says, "Up to snow good."
yeah, for sure. That's me. I mean, that's awesome. Where'd you find that?
So the grocery
That's
store.
really cute.
So, okay, I'm gonna take the liberty of just popping open day 12 so you can see
Look how cute he is.
who man number 1 is.
Wow. Look what he's wearing. This is almost exactly what I described. That's naughty Santa.
So, I'm gonna say he might be, dark chocolate with cream filling.
Sign me up.
Okay. Well, and he's packed. Okay, cool, so I can put him back in. He's, like, packaged up. Okay, so with that as our
That's super cute.
inspiration, I thought, why can't we help other ladies out there during the holidays find a hunky man, right?
Yes.
Well, we're here for you girls. We are here for you. We have done the legwork. We have done the Lord's work over many years. And it is now time for us to put all of that experience, Heather, to good use. And we're going to talk about the best male review shows in Las Vegas. You ready?
I'm ready. I could do this all day.
Okay, so I'm going to give you, because we've seen these shows together. So I want to hear your review on the Chippendales show.
Okay, so I've lived here for a while. Thanks for giving this one to me, but I've seen Chippendales twice. And my favorite thing about Chippendales, aside from how hot they are, and they really do have a standard, is that you can see them counting their 8 counts. They're always you can see them almost mouth it. So the first time I went, I was at work, and so I was like, let's make signs. So I wrote my phone number on like colored paper, and they all came over to the stage and they were reading it on our side of the stage, and they were reading because I had like 8 of them. So
Oh my God.
they came over, and it's a really fun show because the theater's
Mhm.
like set up perfectly for the show. And then we actually ran into the Chippendales out the next night
Where?
at Green Valley Ranch. And they were like, "You guys were the girls that had the signs last night." They saw it. They knew it. So
Oh my
Heather
gosh.
and I
Go ahead.
went a couple years ago, and I thought, "Well, that was so much fun the first time. Let's redo that, right?" So I made a little investment.
Yeah, there it is.
The Facebook leg. So we brought this to the show because they were so hot, and we were like second row, and they kept coming over. Now I've looked for this number of times. It's like you take it to a football game. They're not even on eBay, but it's the Facebook leg, and the Chippendales loved it. I can say therefore not the Chippendales is by far the best show. It's the most fun, but be prepared to be touched, possibly brought on stage, possibly, noticed. They can be a little shiny, oily, so be mindful of that. There are chairs now. I don't think there's any more booths, so if you're wearing a short skirt, keep that in mind. But it's just a really fun show. I wouldn't say it was, like, super sexy because Magic Mike is more sexy, but what do you think?
Okay, yeah, and I agree with everything you just said, but here's where we part ways. I personally thought Chippendales is sexier than Magic Mike because they do all of these. Because I kind of like the old school where they do these little mini skits and they bring out like the bathtub, and then they bring out the like heart shaped bed and I think they even did like a shower scene. Yeah, I mean, I had to, do some research and go on the website and yeah, they do like a little shower scene. And they're far more risque at Chippendales than Magic Mike. And
But
with
I'm okay with the way Magic Mike's presented. It's the jeans for me.
yeah.
The
And I don't, I mean, I like that too. I'm saying that's okay. But, I'm
Well,
just
we
saying,
agree
hey,
on one thing. The bathtub scene is by far the hottest scene than any. That was we saw Magic Mike together twice now. That was so hot. And the first time we saw it when they had the tub on stage in the water. I don't know what it is about water, but I don't it's all there's also a scene in Absinthe where there's a guy in the tub. Have you seen Absinthe?
I have not seen that one.
Oh, so they changed those out, but that is
Mhm.
very sexy. That whole show is very sexy too. I was actually front row, and there's a scene with the guy in jeans and water. So put that on your list to see maybe this year. He's not at every show. I did match with him on Bumble at one point. He said he does like not what he actually does, but waterworks maybe.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, so Chippendales is far more campy,
Mhm.
and that's kinda what I like about it. It's not real glossy Broadway. It is a little more campy, and I enjoyed it. So, yeah, oh, and one more thing about Chippendales, their merchandise is hilarious. I had the show that you and I saw together, I had bought a luggage tag,
Mhm.
and it had a picture of one of the guys on it, with shirtless with just his jeans. And then, and you have your luggage tag with your information. And I had that on my luggage for, and I'm married, and I sported that luggage tag, and I was so proud of it. And it said something like, this one's mine, or she's mine, or something like that. It was like really cheeky. And anyway, the thing was plastic, and it ended up breaking in half finally.
Yeah.
But I love that stupid
R.I.P.
luggage tag. I mean, I had no shame in that game. So moving on to Magic Mike. All right, so Magic Mike. Oh, and one last note on Chippendales. So they're at the Rio. They've been at the Rio forever. But they're actually moving in January. They're moving over to the Link. So they'll be in a new
Oh.
theater. Yeah, they'll be in a new theater. And I hope they keep their campy ways and not
Well,
change
there's
that
no way
show.
it's gonna be a big theater in there, right? Oh, what there's a showroom in there. But that is that bad for the Rio or good for Chippendales?
I
It's
say
gotta be
that's probably
bad for the Rio.
yeah, I say it's probably good
Yeah.
for Chippendales.
Yeah. So, yep.
Um, well, Magic Mike, okay, so they're at the Sahara Hotel, and so, we I think together we've seen them twice,
Mhm.
and, so it's much more this is the Channing Tatum show.
Mhm.
It's a great theater, really cool setup,
Mhm.
where they have the stages, a
In the
center, the
middle.
square in
Yeah.
the center, and then a staircase that comes down, kinda like you see in the movie, and, it's just very theatrical
Oh,
for
see,
me. It's
I didn't
very
mind it. I
theatrical.
like that better. I but you
Mm.
guys, we will say that you can get like 2 for 1 on Groupon. It doesn't matter where you live. So you're gonna get a really good deal on Magic Mike. There's less costumes, like she said, but when Heather and I went last year for my birthday, the guys were really young. There's nothing wrong with young, but they were, like, thin and young, so they did not look like the pictures.
Oh, yeah, so if you kinda want, like, a
A
thicker
beefy yeah,
gentleman, yeah,
a
some of them
Brock.
are a little
There's no Brocks.
or what are some of them were rodent hot. They were in the rodent
Oh,
hot
okay.
category. Yeah, which, that's some girl style.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I mean, it's a nice show. I personally don't care for they have that woman who's the MC,
Yes.
and she kinda walks you through it. Get rid of her. You don't need that. Like,
Oh, see, I thought that was nice that it was a woman instead of a man.
yeah, I which is probably why I miss Olympic Gardens, which is
Yeah, that was the
the
best.
the OG. The OG. We'll give you a little history lesson, folks, and maybe take some of you down memory lane that
Mhm.
if you've been, in Vegas for a while. So, Olympic Gardens, RIP, rest in peace, was down on Las Vegas Boulevard, kind of almost on the way to downtown, and it was a huge strip club. I mean, that's what it was.
Mhm.
It was just a strip club. And the bottom floor was women, was like where all the, regular strip club for, was women. And so obviously like a lot of guys. And this is when we were in college. So this isn't like yesterday.
We can edit
Uh
that part out.
yeah.
Edit that part out.
So, so it was always like someone's birthday, or then eventually, there was some bachelorette parties and things like that we'd go to. So you had to walk through the strip club to get to the upstairs, which
They
is
stopped
where
that. They
the
eventually
male
stopped
reveal.
that, and they would make
Oh,
you go on the stairs outside to go upstairs. They didn't. They wanted them separate.
okay. Well, then you went after I did the
Yeah.
last time I did. Okay, because I remember having to go through, yeah, the regular strip
Mm-mm.
club to go up to the male, and that was like the down and dirty upstairs. I mean, everybody got a lap dance,
Everyone.
whether you were a bachelorette or not.
Mm-hmm. Probably sparked the Vegas urban legend about the person that flung the thong into someone and they got crabs in their eye.
Oh,
Urban
memories,
legend. Yeah.
memories. Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, we're gonna just keep rolling with this theme
Yep. Let's
because
stick with it.
another part of my inspiration was seeing all these holiday movies that are out right now,
Mm-hmm.
and they've gotten steamy. And so this season, there's Hot Frosty and The Merry Gentleman, which is The Merry Gentleman's kind of where these guys try out for.
What's that on Netflix?
Uh, it may be. Sorry, I dropped the
Huh,
ball
I've
on
not
where
heard of
you
that
can
one.
just Google them up. It's Hot Frosty and The Merry Gentleman. So these are new holiday movies that are out, and I thought, let's think about times past, movies of
Mm-hmm.
past. What else is out there that's kind of hot that I'm like not thinking of times are changing, right? So I did some research and so some all-time hot holiday movies. Eyes Wide Shut. I would
Was
not
that
think
set
of
at Christmas?
it was during the holidays. Yeah.
You know what? So that
Mhm.
movie's come up lately, and I remember seeing it at the movie theater, and it was had such a weird soundtrack, but it was about a swingers, right? A swingers party?
Pretty
But
much.
anyways,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
tried to find it to watch it, and it's hard to find.
Is
I
it?
remember it being
Mm.
kinda sexy, but it was, like, right before they broke up, right, Nicole and Tom?
Yeah, yeah, Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman, it was in the late '90s, and, yeah, it was a kinda taboo at the time, I mean, because it's centered around the 2 of them going to this secret, like a secret sex party, and, those still exist, I believe, I've
Oh,
heard them
yes.
on other podcasts
Yeah.
where, people wear, masquerade
Mhm.
masks, and so their identity is concealed, and then I'll just leave it there.
I'm
But
gonna
yeah.
rewatch it because I don't remember that being at Christmas,
Mm,
but I'm here for it. I
mm.
I see that you thought of Reindeer Games, and I remember that opening scene was like 10 stars. The 2 of
See,
them,
I have not seen that one, and I have to look that one up.
they had some actual chemistry, Ben and Charlize. But who
Charlize.
doesn't who doesn't think Charlize is sexy? She's amazing.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to see that one because I was surprised, that the 2 of them were in that together.
Well, he's got good movies,
Yeah. No, love me
even
some
though
Ben.
I go back and forth on him.
Okay, why him? This is one I told you to watch. Did you ever see it?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
'Kay.
Who's in that one?
So, this is the one with oh god, his name's escaping me right now. Um, okay, it'll come to me. Let me get back to that one. Okay,
Okay.
so Die Hard came up on this list, but
Yes, that's everyone's, like, Christmas movie that they have I've been asking people what movie they wanna watch for to signify that it's Christmas, and that comes up.
mhm.
Most people are saying Home Alone, though.
Yeah, that's a popular one. I mean, I wouldn't say Die Hard's a hot holiday movie, um, but
Holiday nonetheless.
it came up on the list. So, um, all right, and then so as I was doing this research, just doing my Google, some other things came up that I thought, well, this is kind of funny. This is intriguing. And there are some adult holiday movies out there. And I read through the titles and I couldn't help myself but talk
This
about
is
them.
a this is a sign that your Google wants you to be wa looking up more dirty stuff, I think. Well, let me see some of these. What is this? Miracle on 69th Street? That's a pretty good title.
Clever. I like it. I like it. I thought this was cute. Will and Ed's Excellent Boner Christmas.
That's a little bit of a reach. Let me see. Santa Comes Twice. No, that's hilarious. Hilarious.
The She-Male Who Stole Christmas.
Oh, that one's okay. Yeah, this last one is my favorite. The Tits That Saved Triple Xmas. That's hilarious.
That is
And,
hilarious.
I always tell people when, I don't like to bandwagon, so I always tell people I've never seen Harry Potter, but I've seen Harry Potter in the Chamber of Secretions. Never seen, I think there's 29 Harry Potter movies. I've never seen one. When
But
it
you've
comes
seen
on, I'm like, my eyes.
You've seen the most important one, though. It sounds like.
Yeah. But I know what
The
she's
one
asking for Christmas.
the one that
Or
matters.
a bikini wax.
Okay, so we've covered holiday movies for all those who are gonna stay in. So what is your all-time favorite holiday movie?
Okay, so it's twofold. I have to watch The Wizard of Oz when it's Thanksgiving, right? Because that's my
Okay.
all-time favorite. But during the holidays, I love to watch The Holiday with Kate Winslet, and I can't ever get enough of the one where they had the signs where he said, "To me, you are perfect," and he went through all those signs.
Yes.
And that little girl sings Mariah Carey. Oh, I love that
Yeah.
movie. I can't think of the name right now, but
Yeah.
what are your
It's
favorites?
so I'll remind you of that in a minute. So I have to definitely say my classic, which is A Christmas Story, because it reminds me of my dad, uh, and it's just, I mean, that movie just never stops giving. Um, but like kind of my modern day favorite is Love Actually, which is the movie you're thinking of.
Oh, yes, 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 yeah.
Yeah, Love Actually. I could watch that like any time of the year. It doesn't have to be the holidays.
I actually
Um,
did that for my
Mhm.
dad's birthday. I wrote on there, "Happy birthday," and I went through all the signs, and then
Aw,
I recorded it and posted it to him on Facebook.
oh, that's cute.
It was fun.
That's super cute. Okay, so how about songs? Because along with movies, there's like so many great Christmas songs. What are your
I'm
favorite
not a
Christmas songs?
Christmas, fan anymore. I think the only thing I'll listen to die hard, and this is probably a confession, is the NSYNC
Mm.
Christmas album, because you can just listen to it on repeat.
Okay.
But I don't really go out and listen to Christmas music anymore. How about you?
Mm. I enjoy a little Christmas music. I mean, I won't listen to it incessantly over the holidays, but I'll take it in doses. And I'm gonna say my all-time favorite Christmas song is Wham.
Oh, yeah.
It's Last Christmas, right?
But
Last
you
Christmas by
love
Wham.
Wham.
I love Wham. I
Every
love
time
it.
you say that, they play Wham when we're out.
I
I'm like,
know. Now
"How
you're
does
gonna
this
hear that
happen?"
song all the time.
Yes.
But it's like a close tie with All I Want for Christmas by Mariah
Yeah.
Carey, of course, our queen.
Mhm.
But I wanna also point out a really great song that I feel like is a sleeper classic, which is, Leona Lewis's One More Sleep.
Yeah, what happened to her? I actually found her on Instagram.
I don't know, she's a great talent, and that's a great song.
She still sings.
Yeah, I mean, that song should be right up there with All I Want for Christmas, by Mariah Carey, but at any rate, yeah, that's a great song.
We're gonna have to play Who Does Heather Follow on Instagram, just so I can make other Heather laugh.
Oh my gosh. Well, all right, we've been busy this holiday season and usually every holiday season. So I wanted to put together, a list of the best of the best because there are a lot of options out there, places to go in Vegas for the holidays. And every year it seems like there are more and more places to go.
Mhm.
But we're only going to give you the best. We're not going to lead you down a boring path. So, um And I wanna point out, like, just some little details on some of these, whether they're, like, free or they're paid,
Yeah.
that type of thing. So the Bellagio Conservatory and Botanical Garden is free, and they change their display seasonally. So they'll have their holiday display up into I think they well into January, and then I think their next display after that's Chinese New Year.
Mhm.
Um, but it's absolutely gorgeous.
So the Bellagio upped their game, and they used to, you guys, just have the flowers in their little like areas. Now they close like for 3 to 5 days, and I only know this because we had people here visiting, and they were closed the entire time they were here. And they made like a train you walk underneath, and there's a giant Christmas tree. So they just reset the whole area. So if you're looking to take pictures for Instagram, that is your spot.
Yes.
You do have to pay to park at the Bellagio, though, and I don't I think it's between 20 and 30.
Okay. Yeah. It's spectacular. It's definitely
It
worth a
is.
visit. So another one that's kinda off the strip is the glittering lights at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Yes.
And so I've seen that one. So the Speedway is a drive.
Mhm.
It is it is a good probably 30-ish minutes outside of, let's say, if you're coming from the strip, just to make it easy. Kind of on the way to Mesquite. It's like almost halfway there to Mesquite. And so that is a paid admission. And I've seen that, and what's kind of cool about this one is, right, you're just in your car and you're driving
Mhm.
through. So if
With
you
hot
have
chocolate.
little kids, or you have like a bunch of kids and it's just too much of a pain to, park, pay for everybody, get out, everyone can you just sit in your car, have your snacks, and enjoy it, roll through.
Mhm.
And so it's, just kind of a nice little something to do, without even having to get out of your car.
I did go to this, like, a year or 2 ago, and we had to wait in an incredible line, so I would say avoid Saturday.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, there's always gonna be those peak times.
Yep.
Enchant at the Las Vegas ballpark. This is a good one. The Enchant's been here now for, I think this is gonna be their 3rd or 4th year.
Yeah,
And
I've never
yeah,
been, but it looks really cool.
so I have been they've changed their location, a few times. They went the year I went, they were at Resorts World. And, yes, it's spectacular. I mean, this is really, really well done.
Mhm.
It's an outdoor, experience. It is paid. You wanna go to their website, buy your admission in advance, and it is, an ice rink. They have vendors, which is really cute, like some very cute little holiday themed things. They have these really fun, uh, glasses, so you can buy drinks out there, and we bought one that was in a plastic. It looked like a light, like a bulb, like a Christmas
Oh,
bulb.
yeah, that's
And
cute.
so they pour the drink into this clear plastic bulb, and then at the top, once you tighten it, the bulb turns on, and it's like it's
Oh,
blinking. So they
yeah.
have, like, it's kinda Disneylandish, when
Yeah,
you think
that's
about it,
super cute.
with things like that. So definitely it's fun for the whole family, and it's a good experience. A lot of great photo opportunities there for sure. So
Nice.
then something different, the Nutcracker at the Smith Center. Yeah, classic, the Nutcracker.
Mhm.
Saw
Is
that
that every year?
a while.
Is
Yeah, they
that
do
at
Nutcracker. Mhm. Yeah, every
Hmm.
year. Yeah, I saw that a while back, and, I mean, it's the Nutcracker. It's fun, if you're into, theater, or if, you have little kids, or you wanna start a tradition with a
Mhm.
budding ballerina in your family. So, yeah, I recommend that one. And then you've done this. You've been to Magical Forest at Opportunity Village.
Yes, I volunteered there, and it was cold, but it's really cool. They have a lot of stuff you can do, a lot of cool places to take pictures in there. It was cold.
Mhm. Yeah.
So,
And what I like about this one is, so you're supporting Opportunity Village
yes.
with your admission, which they help train and employ. folks with disabilities. Am I right on that? Yeah, I
Yes,
think so.
yeah.
Okay. And so it's held at their actual campus, if you will, facility. And so you're contributing, back to a really good cause by attending the magical forest. And they've
Yeah,
been
so there's a
around for
forest and rides, and
mhm,
there's things you can buy, so you're looking at a couple hours of walking around there, it's pretty cool.
yeah. And
Mhm.
they sell food and
Yep.
drinks. Yeah, probably
Hot
not
chocolate.
alcohol though.
No
Yeah.
alcohol. Yep.
Okay. Uh, ice rink at Cosmo, and so I talked about the Winter Wonderland at Fountain Blue last time. But the ice rink at Cosmo is kind of a classic at this point. They've been there
10
10,
ye
maybe
yeah.
11 years. Actually, no, I remember going, the year before. Yeah, so at least 11 years they've been there. The Cosmopolitan converts their outdoor boulevard pool to an ice rink and, just a whole outdoor experience. They blow snow, fake snow out, at certain times. They have a DJ. They did a really cute thing. I don't think you've seen this yet, Heather, because we stayed there, I wanna say it was last winter, and they converted one area into a chalet, and so it's adorable. It's like you're on a mountainside. There's, outdoor seating with the fire pits, and
Oh, nice.
you literally you think you're in, like, a little chalet, and so you can
Yeah,
have
that's really
drinks and
cool.
food. Yeah, so that's been a tradition for me, so I highly recommend that. The Bad Elf pop-up bar at Silverton.
I haven't been to that one. I do love Silverton, though. Silverton is one of those where you can park right out in front of it, and it's easy to get around. Good
Yeah.
restaurants, not it's reasonably priced. The drinks are reasonably priced. There's a little bowling alley hidden in there. They sometimes do concerts. I don't know where Bad Elf is, but I'd definitely go check it out.
Yes, was looking into that, and it is in the evenings only, um, but, it is running and then it promptly closes up, right at the end of the holiday, so if you're interested in that, check it out. It seems to be just free. You just go, and you just buy drinks and food, and it's themed out, but I think that's
Nice.
a fun option because it's not
Yeah.
an admission based. And, oh, this is another good classic. It's the Holiday Cactus Garden at FLM
Yes.
Chocolates.
That's my favorite. It's
Mhm.
that one it's like $3, I think, per ticket, and you can just walk around, and it's it's a complete cactus garden with lights on it. It's amazing. They also have holiday, stops where you can buy hot chocolate and cookies, and, of course, you can buy the chocolate. He's not a Santa, but it's really cute.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth going every now and then. Even if you've been, go back.
Yeah, because these places that have been around, they improve upon year after
Yep.
year. So just because you went, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, it's could be a different experience this year. Especially, the competition is stiff out there. Like I said, they've some of these things did not exist 2 or 3 years ago.
Mhm.
So, a lot of these places have to, up their game. And, and with the FLM chocolates, they do a really good job too of, like, educating people about their company and the chocolate making process and the history behind it. So it's more than just going there and seeing lights and and a cactus. There's actually, a little bit more to it that,
Mhm.
you get to experience. Um, so I'd have to say, out of all of those, my favorite are the ice rink at the Cosmo. And then I'm going to give an honorable mention to something we didn't talk about is the Clint Holmes holiday show, which is at the Smith Center. So Clint Holmes, he's, pretty well known singer performer. He's been around for years and years, and he doesn't perform regularly anymore, at least that I know of. But he will do very limited engagements during the
Mhm.
holidays at the Smith Center. So for a while, I was going to his shows every year. I've taken a little break, but he puts on a fantastic holiday show and he brings some of his family involved. And It's held in the smaller theater where it's you're sitting at tables and you can
Oh,
order
yeah.
food.
Love that theater.
Yeah, the food and the drink.
Mhm.
So it's a great, yeah, highly recommend that. What about you?
Nice. I mean, I love FLM. That's my favorite. I think you would get the best pictures at the Bellagio, but it's a matter of, you
Yeah.
know, what your preference is. No
And the
lights in the
Bellagio
Bellagio.
too is just so crowded. That's the one thing we're gonna give you the honest take. It is packed. I mean, you're lucky to get a picture of only yourself, or you know, just have some mad editing skills, but it is really, really busy,
It is.
especially this
Yeah.
time of year.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
Nice.
well, hey, I mean, it's all wrapped up in a pretty bow.
Yeah, I
The
can't
end.
wait to hear what you get for Christmas. What Santa brings you.
I know. Well, we know what Santa's got you. So when I
Well, we know what I asked for, but I still want a Dior book tote. That needs to happen.
All right. Well, Santa, are you listening? We'll find out, I guess, on our next episode. So,
Yeah.
but hey, in the meantime, remember you can see all of our fun show and tell on our YouTube channel, Heathers Do Vegas, also on Instagram and TikTok.
And like us, subscribe us, leave us a comment. We love that you're here. We love that you're listening. We look at all the comments. And thanks for being here.
Hey, well, until next time, don't do anything.
Don't do anything we wouldn't do.
We wouldn't do.
Heathers Do Vegas is brought to you by your hosts, Heather Ashley and Heather Nicole. It's edited by Joshua Ramsey with the Act 3 Agency. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe so you never miss out on any of the action.